So with that said, what can our home sellers do to make sure their home photographs at its best? As your neighborhood real estate professional, I've had the opportunity to work with amazing professionals. Today, I will introduce you to another local expert to provide meaningful information. I'm Mitchell Jones, and this is the Lowdown on Temecula Valley. Hi, everyone. Well, I am pleased today. I have Tom Barnett with Thomas Barnett Photography. He's a professional photographer serving our community, and we have done a lot of photo shoots together for real estate. Truly a joy to work with. Drama-free, he gets the job done, and it truly is my honor to interview you today. I'd love to hear your story. Tom, I know you haven't been a photographer all your life. Like me, we reinvented ourselves in a new career. Tell us your why. Tell me a little bit about that.
Thank you for having me. I love doing this, and I love that you asked me. So my why, I worked in manufacturing for almost all my life until about 4 or 5 years ago when I got into this. And I hated every moment of my job. Working for corporations, I was a printer for 25 years and worked in medical devices here in Temecula locally. So I discovered that I love photography, and even so, when I was back in printing, I used to work in the darkroom, and I thought, God, it would be great to take wonderful photos like this. And I started going out and photographing various things. We live in a wonderful area where we're close to the mountains, to the ocean, to the desert. And I would look forward to every weekend. And then, with digital coming in, that meant Photoshop and Lightroom. And I went online and I took classes online, learning how to edit my photos so that they weren't just flat photos. I never planned on using it. I just did it for myself. And then the company I talked about in Temecula laid me off, and I had to find something quickly. But I thought, well, I have to do something. And what do I know how to do is photography. By then I was decent. And so I thought, well, I can do portraits. And who needs portraits? I thought realtors. And all their information is public. So I started going online, and I started sending out emails to realtors, following up with a phone call in a couple of days. And eventually somebody said, well, I don't need my portrait done, but can you shoot a house for me? And I said yes, and I'd never done this before, but I studied all I could about shooting houses, and I was horrible, but I got better, and I kept improving, and I have some wonderful realtors in those early days who stuck with me, and I used to bend over backwards for the people I work with, my realtors, and I still do. I think my goal was to just keep improving, and I still have that goal today. Every day I get to hold a camera in my hands, and I just love it. Yeah.
So a lot of people, they may not verbalize it, but they're thinking in the back of their mind that they're going to sell their home at some point. What advice could you give us for home sellers? We know 95% of all home searches begin on the internet. So professional photography is key in today's world. So with that said, what can our home sellers do to make sure their home photographs at its best?
I send out a list to everybody, all my realtors, before I work with them, and hopefully they retain that list and they're passing it on to their sellers. But it has all kinds of details that will help each seller, get their house ready. It's called a photo ready list. But the main thing, less is more, means go through, and if you have any questions about this item, yeah, it probably needs to go. Go hide it in a closet or in your garage or something like that, and that is the key thing that I think I would like to pass on to your sellers.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, no, that is great advice. Are there any other services you offer in addition to the professional photography?
So after I get done editing all the photos professionally, I upload them to a platform called hdphotohub.com. And I love this group. They always help me with issues that, you know, I hadn't thought of that might come up. While I don't do video, they take all my photos, my still photos, and they put them into a slideshow with music, and you can replace the music to your tastes. And it also offers ready-made brochures, which you can drag and drop your favorite photos into. And then your branding. And branding is really important, as you know.
Just one more question. If someone was considering a career in photography, what advice would you give them?
Don't do it unless you have a passion for it. I hope it comes out in this, but for a while I've thought, well, I'm getting busy. Should I hire somebody to help me? And I haven't found anybody who would do it for free. And that's what I've told people before. You know, look, if I weren't getting paid for this, I would probably be doing it for free. I love what I do, and I want. If you're going to get into photography, learn. Of course, learn your camera, learn about light, and but you also have to love it. Don't just do it for a job, because you'll get tired of it.
And I feel like that's one of the main reasons you do such great work. Also, though, we have felt such a great professional connection because we love what we do.
Yep.
And that passion comes out. So
Yes.
I just can't say thank you enough. Just keep up the great work serving our valley, doing such a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you so
I'm
much.
grateful to know you and be your friend.
It's my pleasure. I love working with you.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
yes.
Your pleasure. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.